What's happening? I'm Mike Mitch.
What's poppin'? I'm Mike T.
You now tuned in to Black Markets and Crypto
with Mike and Mike. Take flight. What it do? What it do, man? Y'all know what it is, man. Tuned in to the Mike and Mike podcast.
You already know, man. It's it's the recap, man, of what we did last week with the depression. This is actually part 2.
Yeah, part 2.
This might go on, sporadically throughout the series episodes, just because it's a very real thing. You know what I'm saying? That people deal with.
You know what, bro? When you say real, like, man, episode 6, like I told y'all, was a great number. Shout out to my big bro, his favorite number in America. That's why I knew it was going to be great. And depression, man, I got so much feedback on it. And I really couldn't wait to get back tuned in with y'all on this depression. So, you know what I'm saying? Like the homies say, this part 2. You know what I'm saying? We're going to recap a little bit just to let y'all know, you know what I'm saying, that depression is real, man.
Mm-hmm.
And some of y'all take it for granted, you know what I'm saying? You never know what you're living out here in this world, you know what I'm saying? You can keep all that bottled up inside. You can try to deny it.
Right.
You can try to run from it. But
right.
I'm telling you, man, when depression knock on your front door, hey, man, it's damn near like death.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? It's scary.
It's a slow death.
And the feedback, you know what I'm saying, that episode 6 got us, man, and we had already knew part 2 was going to come up, you know what I'm saying, apologize to our listeners, you know what I'm saying, the way it ended, but, you know,
right.
It's all good, you know what I'm saying, like we tell y'all daily.
It's not scripted.
Come on, what? That's how y'all know.
Hey,
this Mike and Mike show is real, man, because, bro, I already knew what I was finna say.
Because as soon as we press stop, we press the send to go ahead and upload. Like,
you hear me?
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Like,
get it how we give it.
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
That's why you know it's real.
So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, today is the Marvelous Wednesday, hump day. You know what I'm saying?
You dig?
So, we just gonna go right back in on y'all with it.
By the time you
saying?
catch it, it's gonna be Friday.
Hey,
hopefully for some of y'all, it's payday.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Because y'all can start donating to the Mike and Mike. Now I'm just playing. But soon.
Coming soon. You know what I'm saying? We will have the clothing line popping with the Mike and Mike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
T-shirts, man.
You know what I'm saying? Now that we ain't got y'all attention, man, on some real things, though, man. But depression, man. Like, I even had a chance to, you know what I'm saying, just double back and listen to it myself. And, you know what I'm saying? It had my heart just kind of just in a different spot for the simple fact, like, speaking on the behalf of my sister and her situation, you know what I'm saying, just really realizing what I went through in my own stages of depression, you know what I'm saying, it really had me just tapped in again to where, like, man, that was a devastating time in my life, and I really didn't realize it until, you know what I'm saying, like, chilling around with my brother Mike, you know what I'm saying, and he always bringing the best up out me. So, you know what I'm saying, when you can double back and listen to your own self on the audio, man, it really changes you, man. It really lets you know that life is beautiful, man. So some of y'all, you know what I'm saying, just know, man, it's real. But
it's real.
You know what I'm saying, Mike? I want to kind of tap back in on how we ended it, though. You know what I'm saying? You was kind of on a situation with a baby or something.
Yeah, with a baby, man, that was non-existent.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, man, she kind of messed my whole my life up for like 5 months. You feel me? Like, I'm trying to prepare. You know, she giving me hell.
Right.
But as a man, you know what I'm saying, I'll never run from responsibilities.
Come on.
You know, so I'm preparing.
Salute to all the fathers
you
stand
feel
up.
me? And I'm preparing for that moment, although she you know, on my head about some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
You know what I mean? And but at the same time, I was preparing my mind in my situation to become a father. You feel me? And so when I found out she wasn't pregnant, just because of how she was doing me, I was relieved. You know what I'm saying? How she played, because that little kid saved me as a headache.
I dig it.
You know what I'm saying? I can just imagine what it would have been like.
I remember last week when you were saying that, though, like how much it changed your life, bro. So I can only imagine what you was going through at the time and the relief when, you know what I'm saying, T. Jones gave you that call and like, whoop-de-whoop, I just seen whoop-de-whoop, she playing with you.
She playing with you. I said, man, how you? She said, I seen her sister. And she had to ask her sister, looked right in her eye. She told me, she's like, man, she not playing. She playing with Mike.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
And that's
Ooh, that hurt me.
That's deep. Because,
You know what I'm
man, you
saying?
can't
Women out here playing like that,
you can't
though.
play with a man's emotions, man. But we'll
Can't do
get to
that.
that on another one. Emotions, you know what
Oh
I'm saying?
yeah,
But
that's another
right now,
one
we're going
for
to double
sure.
back into this depression.
But
So
that had me, you know what I'm saying, depressed for them 5 months. Like, I'm telling you, I'm losing my, I'm not losing my job because my rapport.
yeah.
But my people already knew, and I can't let them know the situation too. Like, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
So when they got a wind of like the shit she was doing, they kind of put an end to that. They knew, you know what I'm saying. Okay, Mike ain't, you know what I'm saying. Just try to keep that in control. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
How can I control this?
Exactly. Because I'm glad you said control. Because depression will make you go do things that you wouldn't even think you would do.
Irrational.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
so
you know how sometimes you be in a situation, right, and somebody can come try to give you some encouraging words, and they say they hit you with this too shall pass.
Yeah.
You never see it passing when you in it.
You never. Because you know why though, Mitch?
Because
you don't see it passing for the simple fact you trying to block it out and you're dealing with something that can't nobody tell you. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like death. Like I said, depression is like death for real to me. For the simple fact, you know what I'm saying? When you lose a loved one, first thing people tell you, hey, it's going to get better. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? When I lost my father, man, you know what I'm saying? For me to tell another person to lose a loved one, man, I tell you straight up, hey, bro, it won't get better. You know what I'm saying? In time, things will get better. You know what I'm saying? But that feeling, exactly, man, because that feeling can't go away.
Can't go away.
That person can't be replaced.
Every time you think about it, you're like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of put you
birthdays
right back in
come up. You know what I'm saying? Holidays come up, and you know what time you spent with that loved one.
Yeah.
So it's really just sending you back into a depression, like my mama. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my T Jones, love her to death. You know what I'm saying? But when she lost her mother, my mama was literally depressed for like no cap, bro, like 10 years.
Yeah.
Like I remember us sitting down at one family dinner and like, you know what I'm saying, she was just talking about it and like it was my little cousin graduation, you know what I'm saying? We was all down there in Muskogee, Oklahoma, you know what I'm saying? And the family just jumped up and decided to go out to the cemetery. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that day that my mama was trying to deal with her problem of depression because when we buried my grandmother, man, moms didn't ever go to that cemetery. Moms didn't, Memorial Days and things like that, moms wasn't pushing out there putting flowers on nothing. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You got certain people in the family wondering like, why is she dealing with this like this? Why she won't let it go? Mama looking down on you. But that right there let me know everybody deal with depression differently. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't judge another person's character. You can't judge their state of mind. You don't know their feelings. And you know what I'm saying? After I got to just chopping it up with moms, like, that was a big part of her. You know what I'm saying? Her mama passing and her trying to continue to live life on. But you know what I'm saying? I did tell her a couple of times, like, you know what I'm saying, Mama, it'll get better. You know what I'm saying, baby? Like, for the simple fact, like, my mother was so depressed to where like it was beginning to depress me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It can be contagious.
Like for real, like seeing your mama just
out of it.
In her own zone, holidays come around. Like I'm used to T Jones cooking.
She ain't tripping on it. Like
Mama ain't talking about cooking. She ain't tripping. Like so, you got to deal with the depression on your own. And then
one thing that I think people got to realize too is that everybody cope differently.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody mourn differently. Everybody deal with situations differently. So we have to learn to, you know, respect that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, say like in the event when you do lose a loved one, it can be a different relationship that, say, you know, you had with your pops as opposed to your cousin having with your daddy. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
So he may not deal with it the same way you dealing with it because of the experiences that you had, the memories that you had, the lessons that was taught, the who you can call on in the time of need. You know what I'm saying? Like it can be different. So when you lose that person, it's harder to kind of deal when you lose somebody that close. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay, they go on to a better place, you know, and they not hurting you. They gone. So you still gotta live your life.
Real talk.
But at the same time, you gotta learn how to deal and still cope. And people gotta learn to respect the way that people still mourn and still be encouraging at the same time. But let them go through their process. Like we said in the first part, is how you get through depression is with a support system.
Come on.
If you ain't got no support system, it's gonna be hard.
Hard.
Because if you don't allow yourself to be open and express your feelings, you're just gonna keep that bottled in. It's gonna continue to haunt you. It's gonna continue to hurt you. It's gonna continue to slow you down. So then your progress. So you want to kind of ease your way into it. It's gonna take some time. Like you said, mine's 10 years.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? She probably never talked about it.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Like I said, it kind of just. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're going to tap in and let y'all know, you know what I'm saying, when we take off on this emotion trip. Because emotions play a lot into the play, even though I ain't going to tap in on that too much because it's a whole nother subject. But, you know what I'm saying, it's just like, I was talking to one of my guys, you know what I'm saying, like, and this is really on the behalf of depression, but it's really mixed in with emotions because some of y'all feel like us men ain't got no emotions.
Man.
But I know men out here depressed from being single.
From being single.
Single fathers.
Mm-hmm.
Single, you know what I'm saying, the only man in the home. You know what I'm saying? Every man ain't out here chasing a woman.
Every man ain't
you know what I'm saying? So can you only imagine that brother that's sitting at the house taking care of his kid and ain't got no woman, no spouse, nothing to lean on, and just talk about things that he don't want to open up with another man.
Right. Or imagine being in a relationship with a person that, when you do express them feelings, you acting like a female, or, what you bitching for, or what you complaining for. Get out your feelings.
I'm human.
I'm human too.
He human.
So in a way, not saying this is all women, but in a way, some women do put you in a position where, I ain't finna tell you shit now, because I ain't finna talk everything. I'm gonna act like a bitch. You feel me?
That's real. And women, shout out to y'all, man. And we, like I say, I was just speaking on behalf of men's, but it's vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It's women out here feeling the same way. You know what I'm saying? Single mother homes, and you know what I'm saying, doing their own thing, and can't cope with life at times when it get hard, like in the wintertime. You know what I'm saying? It's cold outside right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If them batteries ain't hot, them cars ain't starting. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is for a woman to go out there to, you know what I'm saying, see her tire low, see her battery won't start. What option she got to lean on?
Right.
So that's going to send her into another state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Not having that, once again, support system. You know what I'm saying? So just know, man, depression, it come in all shapes and colors. It come in all sizes.
Any gender.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it can take over you without you even knowing. Like, you don't even realize, like, stress. You know what I'm saying? You never realize that you're stressing.
Yeah.
Until you go to the doctor, or you pass out, or you malnourished now, or you ain't eating good, your appetite not there. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of different things can play into it. Into depression, can get anxiety and panic attacks.
Come on.
Talk to him, you know what I'm saying? That stuff is real life. Like,
talk to him.
I've seen it happen. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people catch heart attacks from this type of stuff. You
Facts.
know what I'm saying? And it's real. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always say, man, like, when we have these conversations, it's more therapeutic, even for myself, to just talk. Because you're getting it all out. You know what I'm saying?
It's real.
And that shit really
helps.
That's
crazy. You just said getting it all out, because, you know what I'm saying, when I'm talking to my older two, you know what I'm saying, our conversations get a little deeper in life versus one of my younger ones.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, the simple fact, like, you know what I'm saying, everything ain't going to go your way in life. You know what I'm saying? You might be on a football team and, you ain't like, man, forget it. I'm going to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? My guy, JT, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of tough for me last week, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because right after we dropped this episode, depression, you know what I'm saying? It's like everybody with depression signs started coming to my way. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, God, is you talking to me? Like, I dropped it on my podcast and now it's like woke in my face. But then I started sitting back and I started realizing it's like that brand new Chevy Tahoe you got. You don't see too many of them until you purchase one. That new Impala you got.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? You don't
That's
even
a great
notice
way to put
them.
that too, bro.
You don't even notice them until you purchase it.
You get one.
And then you realize, man,
everybody got one.
You hear me? Real stuff, bro. So
yeah.
What I'm saying on behalf of my child, you know what I'm saying? Like being a starter on a varsity football team. You know what I'm saying? And not knowing why you was demoted. You know what I'm saying? You just ain't getting, you know what I'm saying? You ain't just getting demoted on jobs. You know what I'm saying? Kids out here chasing their dreams.
Chasing dreams.
And to have it snatched from up under you without an excuse told to you, you know what I'm saying? He was ready to throw the ball in and throw in the towel. But all I could tell him to do is like, hey, man, get a hold of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Ride this wave. Because at the end of the day, like I tell mines, like, no matter what you're going through at the time, God got your story already wrote. And you can't let the next person's decision determine your outcome in life. And now that I realize that, man, I keep one foot forward in front of that other one and just keep moving.
Keep moving.
For the simple fact, like, yeah, one boss might have told you wouldn't have been this, but you can go to a whole nother company and you everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I can be 100 and let the world know when I start pumping concrete. You know what I'm saying? That's all I knew in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So them 2 months when I fell back and was just work free, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's beautiful. Laying back, sitting back, not getting up, just entertained with your kids and making sure they at school, come back home, and you ain't got nothing to do. But after so long, when your body get adjusted to working, and now you just sitting and lounging, it make me go into a state of mind where, like, how do people do it, Mike? For the simple fact, like, 10 years working 80, 90 hours a week, then going 2 months to not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying, wasn't just blowing money and I could survive them 2 months, you know what I'm saying? But, like, first 3 months was cool. It was Gucci. You know what I'm saying? I was really adapting with myself and I was tuning in, getting to spend more time with my young lives.
Right.
But
after a while, you're like, I need to get back to this force.
I got to get back to this
grid.
Get back
to doing something.
Yeah, this right here is driving me insane for the simple fact.
I'm a mover.
I can't sit still. You know what I'm saying? I've been a hustler my whole life. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't going to lie. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you get to looking at that bank account deteriorate, you know what I'm saying? And damn, yeah, it's time to get back to this money, Mitch. Like, then, you know what I'm saying? Keep it so real, like, 2 months in now, like on that final leg, to where like, man, I can't spend nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't finna spend nothing. I don't know where the next dollar coming from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then my brother reached out to me and turned me on to Globex. You know what I'm saying? And a whole nother door been open for me. You know what I'm saying? That's because my hard work and dedication and drive, you know what I'm saying? Even though I might have been depressed at the time, I snapped out of it. You know what I'm saying? I had to realize that, like, I'm a man. And not taking nothing from myself, saying that I wasn't a man at the time, but, you know what I'm saying, in reality, you know what I'm saying, if you really sit back and look at it, like, the men is the go-getters. The men is the hustlers. You know what I'm saying? The providers. But, you know what I'm saying, when, you know, you got 4 kids, you know what I'm saying, and a spouse to take care of, you know what I'm saying, like, come on, man. I don't know if I can do that. Hey, Daddy, can you give me this? Nah, bro, we ain't doing nothing right now. You know what I'm saying? Everything on pause. But, you know what I'm saying? Wiggle up out of that situation and back on my thing. And that part of my depression right there taught me a key factor in life. Because even though I'm going to get it again, now I'm saving more. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a twist situation because it was a learning moment at the same time. It was a struggle at the same time. That's why, like,
beautiful struggle.
I was just finna say, bro, like my guy Mossy, you know what I'm saying? 4 fingers up, you know what I'm saying? But a beautiful struggle, like you just said, bro. And some people don't understand what a beautiful struggle is, because if you close-minded and you don't tap in and understand what the beautiful struggle really means, it gets deep. Like, you might be struggling, but at the same time, it's beautiful because you're learning something out of it. You building your character, you know what I'm saying? So
that's real though. And you know, that's what trials and tribulations are made for. You know,
man.
I always tell people, man, tell your story. You know what I'm saying? I always taught that.
Show tell me daily. That's why y'all hear me weekly.
You feel me? Tell your story, bro. Talk about
Say it to him again. My guy story. Mike Mitch tells me daily. T, you got to tell your story. So that's why y'all hear me weekly.
Mm-hmm. You got to tell your story, because if you don't, man, the words say, man, the people overcome by the testimony of the people. You know what I'm saying? By hearing the stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you're not out here by yourself. I also been through that. I also felt
and
that.
And not to even cut you off, bro, what's so crazy, like, certain situations we might touch on, it's grown men that call my phone, ask me questions like, hey, I got a question for you. It's grown men that call my phone like, hey, man, I appreciate what you're doing for the simple fact. Like, I didn't know another man was going through that. Like, hey, man, you just gotta stick your chest out and talk about it, man. You never know who you helping.
You'd be surprised how many men don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? What's cool about, I always say about the market, is that it's deeper than rap.
Come on,
it's
man.
Deeper than the talents. It's about the camaraderie, the brotherhood, the fact that I can call any one of my partners within the market and we can have a conversation about life.
That's a fact, man, because if y'all can read through my phone right now just to talk about my guy Big Bobby, man. I mean, it's like, it was about 8:30 this morning. Well, tell the truth, I clocked in at 8:30, so it's probably about 8:15, 8:20, man. I'm going down on Harry Hines. And my guy sent me a text, man, and started talking about like how it's funny how it's 45 impeachment hearings starting the same day that Allen goes against.
Allen goes against
come on, for $20 billion, bro.
$20 billion.
Like, people out here
in a pursuit to find some kind of economic inclusion.
Come on, man.
You see how within our people.
That's what the market on, though.
And he trying to find a way to use that amendment in the Constitution that's, you know what I'm saying, that's showing the reason why he's not getting a deal with Comcast based on the color of his skin.
You hear me?
Now, the hardest thing to prove is that you're not getting a fair shot because of the color of your skin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, that's scary.
That's the hardest thing to prove.
That's scary. That right there alone will send you into a depression.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't even trying to take it to where it's at now, but Comcast did.
Yeah.
They wanted to go ahead and try to push that issue. So, you know, he went to court today. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, everything works out in his favor and then he can go ahead and do some big things, because he actually got a lot of good things going on that's going to help a lot of people.
Like my guy Mike Mitch said, man, that's why y'all know the market is bigger, because, you know what I'm saying, my reply to my brother was, bro, it's sad because, you know what I'm saying, like Kaepernick right now, you know what I'm saying, people think that's a scare, but I ain't gonna even ride that wave right now, because it's just leading up to the story to where, like, people will spread mess quicker than they'll spread facts.
I seen a post that say, man, why would I care about the truth when the lie is more entertaining?
And that's 100. For the simple fact, you people who think like that is still asleep. When the world is still ticking and still rolling, and all I want to tell y'all, man, is y'all just got to wake up, man.
One thing about life is that it's going to continue moving.
Come on, with or without you.
Whether you sleep or not.
You know why I said with or without you? Because them years in concrete, that's all the boss used to tell me. T, this job going to keep rolling with or without you. So that's what made me make my final decision. Because at the time,
I'm expendable.
Come on, man. You got to know your worth, bro.
You feel me? Like,
I know Mike T know his worth right now in society, and this longevity run is going to get me to where I want to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Economically, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was listening to my other brother, you know what I'm saying, in Tulsa podcast. He was featured on our Mink Monster, Soul, Touch of Soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you teach your kids to go to school?
Come on.
And get all this learning to be a doctor, to go be under another man's practice, instead of teaching your own to go get his and open his own practice.
Because
I had to think about that, Mike.
For real. And one thing I also, you know, one thing my Uncle Pip always told me, he's like, nephew, go get you a trade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He said you can go anywhere in the world and create you a job. for yourself anywhere in the world. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at people, man, that I don't know, man, just sometimes be out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like people, like with me, I tell my son like he want to hoop, right? So we're gonna push that. If that's what you want to do, we're gonna push that. But at the same time, if you don't
shout out to the twins, the grind don't stop.
It don't stop. So if you want to, if you decide today you want to put down a basketball and want to pick up something else, we gonna support that. We gonna ride with that because I want you to get your own. I want you to have your own. I'm not. I really don't want you to. To me, this is just my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want you. Education is the key, but there's so many ways you can learn without going into debt.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If we ain't going on those scholarships and shit like that, bro, honestly, we're going to find another way to make it happen. So
because if you depend on Sally Mae.
You know what I'm saying, man? You can go get you you can go make you some bread. You know what I'm saying? But, and then you still owe Sally Mae that money. They looking for that bread. I worked at Great Lakes. Great Lakes is like a Sally Mae. I looked at that's what I was going to go back to school before I started working there.
Okay.
I started working there, bro. I got depressed thinking how much people owe. And I said, I'm not going back to school. I'm not doing it. I seen 100,000, 200,000, even close to $1 million in student loans to go be a lawyer, to go be a doctor. How much are you really going to make?
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to pay that back.
You got to pay that back.
You in school all them years.
7,
8 years.
You know what I mean? But, shout out to those who do. Go out there and salute them. One thing about school, to me, when you finish, college and you go get your doctorate, you go get your bachelor's, you go get your associate, whatever you get.
Doctors.
You know what I'm saying? That shows that you have discipline.
It really does.
If you have discipline to do that, you have discipline to do anything. You feel me?
Because in order to reach all them goals, it took time.
Effort. You had to utilize that. You had to manage your time. You had to manage what you was doing. You had to make
Study.
sure you hit them books. You feel me? You had to show up to class. You got to make sure you communicate with the professor.
Come on, man.
So everything, you running your own ship.
So apply that same pressure.
Same principle
into your own.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm at. Look, if you don't own shit, you can't control shit. And that's a whole nother subject for another day. Because right now, I know people don't probably commit suicide behind them student loans. Feel like they'll never get it back. Or people who went to school for all them years to go be a doctor, a lawyer, or whatever, and end up working with me.
Same thing.
You feel me? Like that could be
you
depressing.
Think you can set yourself aside because you got all these credentials under your belt, but hey, bro, we running the same race right now. I didn't go to school for 7 years.
You feel me? So that in itself can. I know why people can become depressed.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? We got all these expectations, and sometimes the expectations don't get met.
Man.
And then we go into a depressed state. But yeah, man, depression is real. I definitely want people to tap in to your support system. Create your support system. Find people you can really trust, and that's not going to use your truth against you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's going to uplift you and not judge you for the things that you've been through and how you and your emotions and how you feel about the things that you're going through. Because like I said, people deal with them differently. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people just need that extra push. Just like, what's up, man? You good, T?
Real talk.
You all right?
Real
you
talk.
Straight?
Man,
T doing that, man, bro. I'm your brother, man. What's up?
Yeah.
All right, man, look. You know what I'm saying? I done called T when I was going through this little divorce shit. I done called T. I done broke down on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to tell my story.
And going through it again with you, my brother.
You know what I'm saying? And like, shit, so I understand. Like, that shit had me, if I had nobody to talk to, I would have killed somebody or myself.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? That's just real. So I understand what depression do. I understand what depression do. I understand the emotions that come behind it. And it's really real, man. And so, like I said, I want to encourage everybody to find that support system, find people you can trust, and find people you can confide in and tell your story.
Man, y'all already know, man. I'm going to pick it back off my bros, so it ain't too much I'm going to close you with, but depression, man, I really just hope that some people take some of this and really listen to it for the simple fact, man, like, tell your peoples you love them, man. Reach out, man, and just like he said, man, check on them, man. You don't understand, like, you can just reach out to a loved one or a friend or anybody, man, that you associate yourself with and just ask them how they day doing. You know what I'm saying? Ask them, can you do anything for them? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just be there. You know what I'm saying? Because if I had that support system at the time of my depression, I feel like I could have coped with it better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I'm big on is that just, you know what I'm saying? Just because your life is Gucci and gravy and you can run out and get everything you want in life, hey man, your partner might can't. Hey man, your partner might need that little hand that just get him over the hump that week. You know what I'm saying? So, and one thing that I can tell y'all, man, that person that is depressed, you know what I'm saying? This is a fact that they probably gonna intervene sometimes, and they might not want to accept nothing, but sometimes you just gotta give off the love of your back. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
facts.
That's just real, man. Like if you find it on your heart that, you know what I'm saying, you love that person and you can tell that, you know what I'm saying, they really don't want to accept it, sometimes you just gotta push on. You know what I'm saying? Shoot it out there. Just turn your back and just keep moving, because you know what I'm saying, you never know when that person get out and start their day to day, man, and what they thinking and how you might have been able to help them today. You know what I'm saying? And realize that, man, because one thing I can say, man, as I close this out on y'all, man, is that I would always love to be on the giving side. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a receiver forever. You know what I'm saying? So once God put me in situations to give, you know what I'm saying? Right. You just gotta go with your heart. That's all I'm gonna tell you, man. I get tongue twisted talking about this depression, but I had to double back, like I was telling Mitch, man, when he asked me what we doing. You know what I'm saying? We doing part 2, bro. That's all that's on my mind. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I really wasn't done talking to the people, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like y'all got an understanding where we coming from and which lane we in and what the market is about and what this Mike and Mike podcast is about, man. It's just reach one, teach one. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's for these kids. You know what I'm saying? If a parent got a clear mind and ain't going through too much life, man, these kids can be better off and gonna be great and successful. You know what I'm saying? And it's time to just break the cycle. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that you didn't have in the past, you know what I'm saying? Be blessed.
Because it trickle down on our kids, bro. They fit every emotion.
So
you know what I'm saying? So
once again, man, I tell everybody to be tuned in. Hey, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I respect y'all. Yeah. If you ever need Mike T, get at me.
Too, man. We here, man.
For real. Hey, for real. Get at us, man. It's the Mike and Mike podcast. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Gonna go ahead and set y'all up and let y'all know episode 7 will be dropping this Friday, and that's part 2 of depression. Episode 8 will hit you greatly later about emotions.
Emotions.
Stay tuned.
Take flight, man, and be blessed.